Okay, and so let's just be honest. Did you have to have sex sometimes? Like, okay. And that was with like strangers type deal? Okay. So why is that so hard to come out and say?
That would be...
Do you think that the lesbian part of you is you just protecting yourself from men? That's what that is. What's up, YouTube? Back in the lab with KD for the summertime. And this time I got my hitters with me. If you want to get this work, hit up at KD with the muscle on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with the update. So y'all see who it is. We got our girl out here. I'm about to say, you got a little white thing on your lip. What you got going on?
That's Vaseline.
Huh?
That was Vaseline.
Vaseline? Okay, what you been up to?
Sure, trying to get the f out the streets.
Well, what are you doing to do that?
I'm waiting on my ID and shit.
Okay, so you're waiting on your ID. How long is that gonna take to come?
Probably a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks?
Yeah.
So let's see if we could be honest, okay, during this interview, right? So, okay, so what have you been doing to survive out here? Honestly?
I'm surprised I am surviving.
Why would you say that?
Because I don't really have nobody to call on and shit like that. And the people I've been around, they ain't the right folks for me.
Why you say that?
Because I haven't been where I'm supposed to be at.
So tell me, what happened? So like, the people that you've been dealing with or whatever, did you expect them to do anything to help you out or whatever, or anything like that?
I mean, the shit that basically the stuff I don't know or whatever I got going on, I was expecting them to help me.
So, and how old are you again?
24.
24. And so the things that you don't know, remind me, do you have kids or not?
One.
You have one child, right? How old?
4.
4, okay. And so, and are we talking about guys or girls that you expected to help you or whatever?
Anybody that was around.
Well, right, but I mean specifically, you was probably thinking about some specific situations in your head when you said what you said. So I'm asking, in those situations, were we talking about guys or females?
Guys.
Or okay. And so they were supposed to help you out in what way?
Well, like, I'm not from here, so, you know, it's a lot of shit I don't know about Georgia, period. I'm sure they made a bad impression on me, period, and made a bad impression on people in Georgia for me. So,
well, but you chose to deal with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did they do to make a bad impression?
Well, I kind of wasn't listening to what other people said about them. I kind of took myself out the hard way and figured it out for myself.
So what did other people say about them?
They were manipulators. They didn't really give a shit about, they don't care about nobody but themselves and shit like that.
And so what ended up happening? Like, did they want something from you or something like that?
No, it was just like, certain things that people just...
Look, I don't want to have to pull out like we pulling teeth.
I don't know, no.
Just tell me,
don't know how to
say it.
words.
Okay, I get it. And that's what I'm trying to help you to do, right? Okay, so I'll ask it with more pointed questions, okay? So these people that you were dealing with, the guys that you were dealing with, what did they expect from you? Nobody comes out here and does something for just whatever.
I guess some money.
Some money? How was they gonna get money from you because you're broke?
Exactly.
Okay, well, but let's come on now.
Right.
So were they expecting you to like sell some coochie or something like that?
I guess so.
Okay, so let's just say that. Why is that so hard to come out with?
No, that's what they probably were expecting.
Well, but I know that that's what they were expecting.
That's the only thing I could do.
Okay, so did you do that? No?
I mean, no, it's like a manipulating way of them doing it, though. It's like
what do you mean?
Trying to get it for free.
So they wasn't straight up about it?
Yeah, they wasn't straight up about it.
So what did they do? How did they help other people that might be in your situation?
Basically, they just was trying to trick me out the situation type shit.
Trick you out of what?
Like, basically, they didn't come straight forward with this shit. They just was, I don't know how to...
So they was finessing the situation, and basically, if I'm hearing you correctly, basically just trying to get sex out of you?
Yeah.
But were they also trying to sell you to other people?
Yeah.
Okay. So they was trying to knock you, basically. I mean, not knock you, but they was trying to pimp you out. Okay. And so, you know, I mean, the other people tell you, like, hey, they're trying to pimp you out?
Yeah. But
and
I
so,
wasn't understanding what they were saying.
Well, how? Come on now. You ain't 16.
That stupid,
You ain't 16, you ain't
I
13.
guess I found out the hard way.
Okay, and so let's just be honest. Did you have to have sex sometimes? Like, okay. And that was with like strangers type deal? Okay. So why is that so hard to come out and say?
Cause that's honestly the last thing on my mind that I would be thinking. But that's the only thing
So that's the last thing on your mind that you was thinking. But I could have told you a year and a half when I met you. Yeah. That's what it is out here. That's what it is. This is the real deal. This is the big leagues. And so a lot of y'all come out here, you're from different places, and you don't really understand how this thing goes. So, okay, so let's talk about that. So, how long did they successfully have you out there doing that? Because I remember running into you, and you was in the middle of your addiction sometimes. You was looking a little bit crazy at times. So, let's just be out. Look, we're trying to help someone else out. So, this ain't about you. Okay, so how long did they have you in that situation?
It really wasn't.
What does not long mean? What does that mean?
Once they started really starting to ask and start getting there, I be trying to run from the situation.
Was it like a week?
No.
4 weeks? A month?
Less than that.
So like a few days? Okay, so they tried to pimp you out, had you do that stuff for a few days. When you did it the first time, how did you feel?
Shoot, I was like, damn, it ain't worth it type shit.
Did you get any money from it, or did you have to give it to them?
Yeah, I got some money from it, but they basically finessed me out all my money type shit.
Okay. Like when you did do this, how much were they charging these guys? How much was
about $100.
Okay, so $100, and out of $100, you would get to keep how much?
Half of it, supposedly.
Supposedly, but they would finesse that too? Wow. Okay, so I want to talk about this because I see this a lot out here, right? I see that reformed lesbians, right, that basically have kids and still end up some way, somehow having sex with men, right? Because they're in their addictions and things like that. So like, do you think that the lesbian part of you is you just protecting yourself from men? That's what that is. So it's not so much that you have this overarching desire for women. It's more so that you don't want men to target you. Okay, I can understand that. And I'll say this, despite your masculine look, you actually are a very pretty girl, right? You're actually very pretty. And so, when did you start dressing masculine like this?
I was about 12 or 13. I used to play basketball and shit, so
okay, so it's kind of like a tomboy type of deal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask, did something happen around 12 or 13?
I kind of just been a lot with men. Just been a lot of experiences with men growing up.
So even before 12 and 13?
Yeah.
And so are we talking about to where they were just like kind of touching and stuff, or were they doing the full thing?
Or aggressive and shit like that.
So, but was it any of it like sexual abuse?
Well, yeah, but that was a little bit older.
Okay, so sexual abuse didn't happen at 12 or 13? Okay, but it was just kind of like, I guess, emotional, maybe physical abuse type deal, right? And were these members of your family that was like kind of hard on you, or other strangers? Yeah. It was members of your family. So basically people that you expected to protect you, to have your back and all like that. What type of stuff were they doing that was abusive?
Judging me. Kind of making
Speak up a little bit.
Like judging me, making me feel some type of way about the things I was doing.
Like what? Give us an example.
Shit, drunk as fuck or...
At 12?
No, at 12 or 13, nobody was around me. Like, that's when my dad, time period when my daddy passed away. So I ain't had nobody there, and I was kind of...
Okay, so basically, boy, don't do it, boy. What up, boy? I ain't seen you in forever, man.
What's going on?
Everything good, man. What you been up to? Shit, we got to talk, man, but let me finish up with her.
Go ahead and run to the store.
All right, for sure. Okay. Well, I'm just asking, straight up, right? Did anything happen before 12 or 13 that was traumatic or anything like that? No? Okay. So what was it do you think that made you start dressing kind of more like a boy and stuff?
Shoot, I just grew up with boys.
Okay, so you just kind of like how you was doing things. Okay, what was it that happened later? You said that some things happened to you later.
My mom was alcoholic and shit, so it's just a lot of shit that happened very quickly.
Things that happened to you?
Yeah.
Well, give us an example if you don't mind.
Like getting left places and shit.
Just kind of that irresponsible parent behavior type stuff. And I'm gonna ask another pointed question. Did anything traumatic or anything like that ever happen to you during those later years? Because you just said earlier it did.
It's a lot.
Well, just you don't have to give us the whole thing, but just give us like one example. Give us the most egregious example.
Being on the streets, I guess. The whole being on the street story, everything included with me being on the streets.
And so when you were on the streets, even back then, would these, you know, attacks, sexual attacks, and things like that happen to you? Okay, so what was it that you was talking about when you were saying?
Like, I really wasn't basically on the streets, but my mom was alcoholic, so like.
Speak up a little bit for me.
She'll get drunk. She'll basically just goddamn. I feel like my mama cared, but she was just always drunk. So when I was saying back then, it was like a more of a goddamn drunk situation with my dudes type shit. I really wasn't on the streets. I was really just choosing.
Right, to not be around your mom.
Yeah.
I get it. But so I'm trying to figure out this whole masculine presenting thing and all like that, right? And so
I just feel comfortable.
Okay, because earlier I asked you, you said that it was also about protecting yourself from men, like kind of trying to not like attract men and stuff like that. Okay, so why do you feel the need to do that?
I just don't really like men.
Okay. Well, you seem to like me. I mean, we be cool, right?
Yeah.
So is it like certain type of men or whatever?
There's some that be creepy.
They be what?
Creepy.
Okay.
Oh, it's finna rain.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, look, let's wrap this up, okay? Let's wrap this up. All right, so the long and short of it is you're still out here, and I guess you're doing your 1-2 to get up out of here. Where are you going to go when you get up out of here?
God know that.
Look, did I ask about your dad? Is your dad active and present in your life? So he's dead? Okay, I'm sorry to hear about that. What age did that? You said that was 12 or 13? Yeah, okay. You just said that. Okay, my bad. So really all that you have is your mom?
She dead.
Oh, she's dead too? Man, what age? I'm sorry to hear about that. What age did that happen?
Last year.
So was that when I met you? So who does your child live with?
My cousin.
Okay. And there's no way that you can go live with them as well? Why not? All right, well, look, miss, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way that they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that? Huh? Do you have Cash App or social media? No? Okay, sweetie. Listen, we rock with you, okay? I'm going to let you go because I see you kind of back and forth with your feelings. I understand, all right? Definitely be safe out here, okay? All right, make sure you have a good one, sweetie.